Pressure, pressure, pressure. I love this game. I love this game. I'm not gonna lie about that. But this has been a interesting year for this game. And surprisingly, unlike most Roblox games, had its rise, it's so popular. It was at its peak player count when that update dropped and when Worth the Wait Part 2 dropped. And then a few days later, down, gone. 100,000 dislikes. The dislike count doubled. It was insane. It was like nothing I had seen. Nothing I'd ever. Sorry, it had been nothing I'd ever seen before. I'd never seen something like this before. So, I saw the community get riled up by all those accusations against the owner, and then eventually it came back. Like the owner, pretty much, like. How do I describe this? Hold on. So, basically, Ren fumbled. Ren completely fumbled. They had it. They had the entire community on their side, and then they just lost it. And now, everyone's back on pressure. Everyone's playing I'm back on it. I'm back on pressure. You know what I'm also back on? Weekly pressure news. I am so back, and I'm so excited to report news on this game because I love this game. With all that said, thank you for tuning in. My name is WillLogic, your host for today, and this is your weekly pressure news. I've decided to name this week 16, as we left off on week 15. This week spanned from August 10th to the 15th, and there was news this week. August 9th and 10th, we had no news, so sad. But the 11th gave us an event on the game's page hinting at a new enemy to be added on the 15th. I do remember hearing somewhere that in the files this model is called Concrete Feet, but I can't find the source, so take it with a grain of salt. Next day, no news. But then we go right back into it on the 13th, with a new badge updated to be visible to everyone, as well as the artwork. The icon, it's artwork now. The badge art depicts the expendable kicking down a door and then the door hitting an Eden tree. I don't really know what this entails, because the only thing that I can really think of is having the Weepers and Doors Stuck modifier enabled at the same time. But that I don't know, that's too precise. Why would that be a badge? Why would that be a badge? Well, it could be. I don't know. Maybe the badge art is extremely literal, and you have to kick a door into an Eden tree, which is a little RNG based, but this whole game is, so who cares? The update event shown on the 11th had its description updated on the 14th, revealing that we'll get a modifier monster, 6 new modifiers, a new item, modifier presets, which is really nice, and self-rescuing from void lockers, and a new skin pack. And the next day we got the update. The enemy added is named Concrete Shoes, only encounterable with the anyway $4 a pound modifier, and is functionally a Weeping Angel. It spawns randomly and it'll just stay active following, I'm pretty sure, just the nearest player when not being looked at, and it'll just stay this way for a couple rooms. Eventually it'll just stop moving and you'll move on from it. Actually, I didn't even test it that much. It seems to have some kind of a cooldown right there. Yeah, you see that? Or maybe you just have to look away from it for... No, it definitely has some sort of cooldown. That's interesting. Yeah, its model... That's weird. The locks look like they're going up. Yeah, it's not horribly fast. It's faster than the player, so it'll catch up to you. Yeah. I've never actually died to it. Let's see. Oh, what the f? Yeah, let's look at the kill animation one more time, and I'll slow it down. I'll slow it down this time. into my editing. Disgusting. It uses its sharp nail to cut open the bag and like show its face. I couldn't see it that well, but I'll look at it in post and we'll see how it looks. 2 badges were also added, one being a redux of an existing badge. I think it's the one for Conundrum's Challenge. Like the Conundrum's Challenge badge got changed into this one where you gotta beat the game with like a bunch of like the modifier enemies. I can't remember what it is. It's on screen right now. And the other is the badge I theorized its conditions for on the 13th, which my prediction turned out, I think, correct. I don't know yet. I'm gonna test it later. It's also on screen. Well, it obviously broke, but seeing as this is even a mechanic, this is definitely how you're supposed to get the badge. You have to play with Eat Entry and the door stuck modifier, and just hope one lines up for you to pick a door down into it. And that is all the news, my friends. Now, since this is my first day back in a while, if any of you have sources for reliable pressure news, please let me know in the comments, because I am running thin on sources. I'm working with like the Roblox game page and the official Discord server. That's all I have right now. So yeah, if you have any sources for me to use, please let me know. All things said, thank you for tuning in, and this has been your weekly pressure news.